You ladies look so fine, time will stand still just to check you out.
You look so fine, I'm gonna forget you used that line when we met.
Papa, I don't think that this is the right time. We have a lot to talk about, and it's not gonna be solved overnight. What just happened was the most amazing, most fulfilling, most exhilarating 5 minutes I've ever had in my life.
10 minutes.
It is my job to keep you alive on this expedition, and I need your help to do that. Since I don't have time to properly train you, I'm laying down 3 simple rules.
You asked me what was missing
What?
from basketball.
You woke me up to tell me that?
It's not fun for me anymore because you're missing.
I know that you're being nice right now because I found out recently that you and Boris went out on a date. Oh, whoa, before we met. Okay? I just want you guys to know, when you're designing, yeah.
Did Sanaa Lathan's love life really spark a Hollywood scandal? Rumors of a secret affair, a mysterious love child, and even biting Queen Bee herself have kept the gossip mills turning. Do you remember gorgeous Sanaa? I mean, Ms. Lathan was the it girl back in the day. Buckle up because the life of Sanaa Lathan is full of twists, turns, and a whole lot of sass. Sanaa Lathan was born on September 19, 1971 in New York City with entertainment practically in her DNA. Her father, Stan Lathan, was a TV director.
My partner, Russell Simmons, and I, first of all, want to thank our friends and family at HBO. For someone that's been around the business a while, I'll tell you, HBO is a great place to do business.
And her mother, Eleanor McCoy, was a Broadway performer and Alvin Ailey dancer.
My legal papers, I should have gotten them 2 days ago.
Things take time.
Time, shit. You know, it's got nothing to do with time.
Well, let's just say that we can see where Sanaa got her good looks from. With a creative household like that, it was almost inevitable that young Sanaa would be drawn to the arts.
I had a very kind of slow, very traditional come up in the business. I went to drama school for 3 years and did like almost 30 plays and came out and just started auditioning.
She also has a twin brother whose presence has often remained under the radar, adding another intriguing layer to her personal life. She grew up splitting time between New York and Beverly Hills, soaking up both East Coast grit and West Coast glitz. Her early life wasn't all stardom, though. Sanaa was a regular kid, navigating through the complexities of divorced parents and the ups and downs of adolescent life. Sanaa Lathan has a scar on her right cheek that was the result of an accident with an oven and Play-Doh as a child. The scar was even incorporated into the plot of the movie Love and Basketball. She went on to study at the University of California, Berkeley, and earned her master's degree in drama from Yale School of Drama. Clearly, acting was her calling, and it didn't take long for Hollywood to notice. She was really successful during the late 90s and early 2000s. Sanaa's big break came with Love and Basketball in 2000, where she starred opposite Omar Epps.
One game, one-on-one.
For what?
Your heart.
When asked about Love and Basketball, this is what Sanaa had to say.
So I had never picked up a basketball, never. And, but I had, my mother was a dancer, and so she always had me in dance classes, so that was my saving grace. Gina, the director, she wanted a basketball player who could act and not an actress they had to teach basketball. Oh. So I was very lucky because early on I did a read-through of the script. Just for like an audience for her to hear the script, and she remembered my performance. And so when it was time for auditioning, she brought me in, and it was me and a bunch of basketball players. And after every time I would go in, then I'd go across the street and have to dribble and have to do layups, and I was horrible. And she kept bringing in basketball players, and I finally said, look, if you're bringing in basketball players and giving them acting coaches, why don't you get me a basketball coach?
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. I had to use my voice,
Yeah.
And then finally, after months and months, I still was horrible. I was still horrible. How can you learn to? Yeah. But I learned to look like a basketball player.
Act like you got it.
I had the form. I had all of the. I could actually do all the tricks. But put me in a game. That was horrible.
You can make.
The chemistry between the two was so real, fans were convinced they were an item off screen. And for a while, they were. But like many Hollywood romances, it fizzled out just as quickly as it began. Still, Sanaa was unstoppable. She starred in the unforgettable The Best Man.
For once, just live in the moment. Will you marry me?
Alien vs. Predator, and The Family That Prays.
All that money you stole from me was given to me by William.
She followed that with memorable roles in Brown Sugar.
Reese.
Yeah, I want to marry Reese.
And Out of Time, where she shared the screen with none other than Denzel Washington.
To think of it, it kind of looked like you.
Looked like me. So he was good looking.
No.
Denzel plays the chief of police in this small town off the coast of Miami, and I play a very unhappily married woman. I'm married to Dean Cain. Remember Superman?
Yeah.
And we're having a hot, torrid affair.
Really?
Yes. A double homicide happens in the town, and all the evidence points to Denzel's character, and he has to solve it. And Denzel had just won the Oscar.
Right.
You know, I had been watching him my whole life, 40 Feet High.
Right.
I meet him, and it was like, I was so nervous. I was like shaking like a leaf, and here I am having to play this woman who seduces him. So it was pretty scary. It was a pretty scary situation. It was a lot of acting involved.
And speaking of Out of Time, here's where the plot thickens. Rumors began swirling that Sanaa and Denzel had more than just on-screen chemistry. Allegedly, the two were romantically involved during filming, leading to whispers of an affair and even a secret love child. Neither Sanaa nor Denzel ever confirmed the rumors, but you know how Hollywood loves a juicy scandal. The tabloids had a field day, painting Sanaa as a homewrecker and speculating endlessly about her private life. So every few years, the rumor mill will start circulating about this alleged affair. Now, let's get to the tea that everyone still loves to sip, the alleged Beyoncé's biting incident. In 2018, Tiffany Haddish dropped a bombshell, claiming that an actress bit Beyoncé at a party.
There was another actress that was there who was also talking to Jay-Z. And she touched Jay-Z's chest, and Beyonce came walking up like, she didn't say that. But her demeanor, her body frame, the way she walked up on her was like, man, off my man's chest, right? And so then she started talking to that actress, and some other stuff happened, but I ain't gonna say nothing yet. But it's gonna be in these streets, you gonna know.
The internet went wild, and Sanaa's name quickly rose to the top of the suspect list. Sanaa initially laughed it off, tweeting, "Y'all are funny. Under no circumstances did I bite Beyoncé. And if I did, it would have been a love bite." Still, the rumor stuck, and it only added more intrigue to her already drama-filled Hollywood narrative. Did she do it? Was she playing coy? Only Sanaa and Queen Bee know for sure. Sanaa's career hasn't been all roses and red carpets. There's even rumors of her being blackballed from the industry. Can you believe it? She's had her fair share of on-set disagreements, particularly during her time on Nip Tuck.
It's so nice to have a woman in charge.
Well, the boys need to know that we can do a lot more than answer phones and make a good cup of coffee.
Rumor has it that her straightforward, no-nonsense attitude didn't sit well with the show's creator, Ryan Murphy. She was allegedly written out sooner than planned because the friction became too much to handle. Murphy, known for his dramatic flair both on and off set, reportedly didn't appreciate Sanaa's unwillingness to play by the Hollywood rules. And we all know how that goes. If you're not willing to be a yes man, you can find yourself out the door pretty quickly.
Because people always say, how do you pick your roles? And the truth is your roles pick you, because for every role that I've gotten, there have been about 15 that I didn't get.
Right.
So it's not like I'm, necessarily only picking these roles. These are the roles that happen to work out. I mean, this business, no matter what level of success you have, there's still always rejection.
And let's not forget the affair.
You want to help Anton? Leave him out of your next book.
The show she was rumored to have been quietly let go from. The whispers suggested that creative differences and some personality clashes with her co-stars led to her early exit. Sanaa has always been about her craft, but she's also been vocal about standing up for herself, even if that meant losing a gig or two. Sanaa's family life has also seen its fair share of drama. She's always been close to her parents, but things haven't always been easy. Her father, Stan Lathan, has been a prominent figure in entertainment, and there were rumors that his connections opened doors for Sanaa, a claim she has vehemently denied.
And your parents worked in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
Did they encourage you to pursue your career? Or?
Actually, it was the opposite.
Really?
When I told my dad that I wanted to become an actor, he basically almost cried and kind of begged me to not do it.
She's been vocal about earning her roles through talent and hard work, not through nepotism. And let's not forget her twin brother. Unlike Sanaa, he's stayed out of the spotlight. But there have been whispers of tension between the siblings, particularly when Sanaa's career took off and she became the more public figure of the two. Family gatherings might get a little awkward, but Sanaa has always emphasized the importance of family, no matter how complex the relationships may be. Sanaa's romantic life has also been a source of fascination. After her split from Omar Epps, she was linked to several high-profile men, including rapper French Montana.
Sanaa, Lila M wants to know, can you 100% confirm or deny that you dated French Montana?
Well, you know what? We hung out for a minute.
During an interview of Sanaa Lathan on the Boris and Nicole show, Sanaa had this to say.
You're being nice right now because I found out recently that you and Boris went out on a date.
So we have a mutual friend. This was before this was when he was a big supermodel.
But nothing compared to the Denzel drama. Even now, questions about her love life often revolve around that rumored affair. And it's clear that the speculation has followed her throughout her career. But Sanaa has remained fiercely private, rarely giving the tabloids anything to run with.
Are you ever going to get married?
I hope so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's in the stars?
I hope so. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Because I look at your ring finger and there's nothing there.
No, there isn't. No.
Not even one ring.
Child, I don't know. It would be nice to see her married with a nice little family of her own, though. What do you all think? Anyways, in 2019, Sanaa was involved in a serious car accident in Los Angeles. Though the details were kept under wraps, it was reported that she sustained some injuries that required physical therapy. The incident was a wake-up call for Sanaa, who later spoke about how it made her reassess her priorities, focusing more on her health and well-being rather than chasing the next big role. Hollywood can be relentless, but Sanaa has learned how to take care of herself, both mentally and physically. After a few quiet years, Sanaa has made a powerful return. She starred in the Netflix hit Napoli Ever After.
You go to one of those 1,000 hair supplies on this block and buy me the best hair money can buy and figure out a way to attach it to my head.
And I was kind of in denial because I was like, I'm not shaving my head. I had a lot of hair, and I was like, there's prosthetic bald caps that look really good. But the more I did research into the themes of the movie and the character, I was like, I can't not do it.
Did you, in real life, when you shaved your head, what did you really?
Well, you'll see it. You'll get to see it. Me shaving my head on camera.
On camera for
so that
real.
was real.
Wow.
It's real.
100% real.
A role that resonated deeply with fans and critics alike. The film, which dealt with themes of self-love and embracing one's natural beauty, was seen as a perfect fit for Sanaa, who has always been an advocate for authenticity, especially for Black women in Hollywood. Also, she's been compared to none other than beautiful Ashanti. What are your thoughts? Do you see the resemblance between them? She's also stepped behind the camera directing an episode of Insecure.
Listen, I can't imagine my life without you, and I don't ever want to lose you.
And taking on more production roles. Sanaa has spoken about wanting to create more opportunities for Black women, both in front of and behind the camera, and she's making that happen. She recently starred in Hit and Run.
What are you doing here?
Someone killed my wife. I need to find some answers.
And she's got some exciting projects in the pipeline, including a leading role in an upcoming thriller series for Hulu. Oh, and you must check her out on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yes, Larry definitely has good taste when choosing the people to work with him. We see you, girl. You're doing your thing. At 52 years old, let's just say that Sanaa is still fly, shall we? She is definitely drinking from the fountain of youth. Or let's say that she came from beautiful genes on both sides. She's showing no signs of slowing down. She had this to say during an interview.
Kind of a light bulb moment about that in the last year or so. And we're so used to talking down to ourselves inside our heads. We're not even realizing, oh, I hate this part of my body, I hate this, I don't like this, I wish I had that. But if you could just really somehow treat yourself like a little girl, like if you could really just imagine that when you're saying that to a 5-year-old little girl. And you would never do that. You would never do that. You would build her up.
That is deep. Oh.
Her net worth is estimated to be around $4 million. Not too shabby for someone who's had to claw her way through the Hollywood maze. She's not just an actress. She's a producer, a director, and an advocate. Sanaa has proven time and time again that she's here to stay, and she's doing it all on her own terms. Sanaa Lathan's journey through Hollywood has been anything but ordinary. From the rumors of a secret affair with Denzel Washington to the infamous Beyoncé bite scandal, she's managed to keep us all intrigued, all while delivering incredible performances. She's faced setbacks from on-set feuds to being let go from shows, but nothing has dimmed her shine. She's a reminder that Hollywood isn't always glamorous. It's full of pitfalls, whispers, and people waiting for you to fail. But Sanaa, she's taken every rumor, every scandal, and every piece of gossip and used it as fuel to rise even higher. She's fierce, she's talented, and she's unapologetically herself. And isn't that exactly what we love about her?